Hey everybody, I am so grateful that some of you asked, what did you learn, Jeannie, from the 31 stages in 31 days? Man, it was an incredible process, and I'm glad that I can share my learning with you. Hi, I'm Jeannie Cisco-Meth. I'm a two-time best-selling author, professional speaker, and mentor. And I hope my intention for today, I should say, not my hope, but my intention for today is to make sure that you get some really good golden nuggets that you can use and implement into your goal setting as well. So the goal that I set was to book 31 stages in 31 days. It was given to me by a mentor of mine, and he said, I challenge you. And I said, I accept. And so that goal was set on April 6th of 2021. And so I set that goal, or I should say I accepted that challenge April 6th of 2021. And I didn't start marketing until a couple days later. And I decided the first thing that I learned was start the way you finish. So number one, start the way you finish, because the amount of marketing that I did at the end was much greater than the amount of marketing I did at the beginning. And that was because I didn't believe in myself at the beginning. I thought, this is never going to happen. But then as I continued to move through the process and I continued to market and stages started coming in and I started booking stages, I was like, hey, wait, this can happen. And then I had 3 days left and 2 stages to market. And I was like, there is no way I'm going to miss these stages. I'm going to make sure. And so I marketed intensely to people who were doing podcasts and things like that. And so now not only did I book my 31 stages, but I'm continuing to book from the marketing that I did. So number one, start the way you finish. Number two, go through the finish line. I don't stop, I go through the finish line. So if you've ever been to any type of a race, you'll notice people do not back off at the finish line. In fact, they speed up. Now, I'm a horse person. I love watching horses race. I love watching people race. Cars are cool, but they're not as much my thing as horses or people. And you'll notice that as the horse comes around the last bend, or the group of the pack comes around the last bend, and they hit that straightaway, they speed up as much as they can. If they have properly trained and if they have paced themselves through the race, they speed up at the finish line. And that's exactly what I did. That's why I'm still booking stages. And so you run through the finish line. And then number three, there will be a refining process. The refining process, I think of it as gold. When gold is processed, you take it and it has to be melted down at a very high temperature. That melting down at the high temperature burns out any impurities. Well, the same happened to me. I hit week 3 and man, were we going through a refining process. A lot of my triggers and my past and that bully jumped on me hardcore. And so I was really grateful that I have learned so many skills on how to tame the bully between my ears so that I could continue to process information appropriately and behave appropriately, or act with planned precision instead of blowing up at my family and causing all kinds of difficulties. And now the fifth one is borrow belief as needed. Oops, we're on 3. My bad. Hold on. Okay, so number 4. So number 4 is set yourself up for success. You know, when I was talking about going through that refining process, the things that I learned from that process, I've now implemented for my new huge goal. And so set yourself up for success. Think of the areas where you may be triggered or you may be upset and try to diffuse those before you even you put yourself in that pressure under the refining process. In fact, you may be noticing me going through some refining processes right now. I'm stumbling over my words. I had a problem flipping the page. I wrote my 4 too big, right? Because I thought I was on number 5. I thought I was right on time. But then when I turned around, I realized I was only on point 3. And so you can hear some of the refining going on right now. Guess what? You're going to just push through. Okay? So set yourself up for success by knowing what some of your triggers are. Because that programming from when I was a little kid of people saying you're too stupid, you'll never make it, it's still there. And so when I start making mistakes, it can cause me to lose my trajectory and get lost. So realize it, recognize it, and take care of it. Now, number 5, and I think this is kind of one of the big ones. Borrow belief as needed. You have people around you that believe in you. You have people that are your champions, that are your cheerleaders, that are cheering you on. Borrow that. Believe them when they say, you can make it. Believe them when they say, you've got this, Mom. Believe them when they say, I love you, even though you're having a meltdown right in front of them. Believe them. They mean it. So borrow that belief. And if you don't have someone saying those things to you, find them. They're there. There are so many people in this community that can help you, that can encourage you, that can lift you up, as well as wherever you hang out. There are people just waiting for you to ask for you so that they can help cheer you on. So those five tips again that I learned more, but these are the big 5. Start the way you're going to finish. Run through the finish line. There will be a refining process. So set yourself up for success by knowing what some of that refining may be. And then borrow belief is needed. Again, my name is Jeannie Cisco-Meth. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and bye for now.